It seems the super ego John Cena didn't completely leave after last SummerSlam. I'm Chris Wall with the Wrestling Vlog, who always tells it like it is. Need I say more? Of course, the one thing that turned backlash on end was when John Cena said he had a big announcement in store. I mean, the WWE was nice enough to give him hosting duties at WrestleMania to make up for him not being a first-round ballot pick for the Hall of Fame. And he got to be the second person outside of her hubby to rub Bianca Belair's baby bump, and allowed Danhausen to give The Miz a five-knuckle shufflehausen. He should have taken the check and went back to whatever the hell he was doing between Gunther retiring him at WrestleMania. But no, he came back, because somehow the fans still miss him and love him. A couple of weeks after WrestleMania, he was back to give us the big announcement. And what was it? That sometime this year there's going to be a show, whether a PLE or an episode of one of the TV shows or a separate one on Peacock or the like is unknown, where NXT, AAA, and Evolve stars take on Raw and SmackDown stars in the ring. The best of today against the best of tomorrow, as Cena put it. And it would be called the John Cena Classic. Oy. Look, I get it, okay? Cena was a big part of the WWE for over 2 decades. Even had the gall to win more world championships than Ric Flair. No denying he earned the respect of the WWE, both the physical and financial talent. But the thing about the name, I've heard these before. The Mae Young Classic, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, the Jim Crockett Cup, all named for great people in pro wrestling who just so happened to also be dead at the time of the naming. Obviously, Cena doesn't want to wait for that. And to name it after himself, despite what you may think, Cena never pushed a fellow superstar in his life. At least not pushed up. His appearance on Raw and SmackDown, even long after he left for Tinseltown, has done nothing but add to his title totals and kept other more deserving wrestlers from getting their chance at the spotlight. He had an ego long before he unnecessarily turned and unsuccessfully turned heel last year, and now it's showing up again with this. And it's further cemented in the fact that someone will be given the John Cena Classic Championship at the end of the night. The last time someone named a title after themselves was Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Championship, which he rarely defended. Now, to be fair, this is largely a ceremonial title like the Crown Jewel Championships. Whoever wins the title gets to be king or queen for a day before the title being forgotten about until the next classic. Which brings me to how a champ is crowned. According to Cena, it won't be a tournament or a battle royal or the like. The John Cena Classic Champion will be picked by the fans. And the winner doesn't even have to have won their match. And this is the worst idea of the bunch. This means that no matter how well a heel wrestler does, there's no way the WWE Universe will pick them. Imagine if Dominic Mysterio had the best match of his career and wins his match. You honestly think the guy who used to be booed so loudly he couldn't talk out in the ring would be chosen? Not without severe voter fraud, my friend. Now, despite all the egotism involved and the fact that there's no such thing as an impartial WWE fan, the one thing I do like about this event is the concept itself. Yeah, quite the number of NXT stars will probably never get to perform in front of 15,000 plus people unless they get on a CW PLE. Some of the more promising stars of the last year have been demoted to Evolve lately, or just stay in NXT until their contract expires and move on to find better luck in AEW. You know, like Adam Cole, baby. To have an opportunity to show what they can in front of an actual arena full of WWE fans, even if they lose, they'll have done something they had dreamed of for a long time. And those who win, well, they'll show the TKO bigwigs that they're not going down without a fight, and do have what it takes to be main roster material. So, that part, I like. It's just the entire oeuvre surrounding it that grinds my gears. John Cena couldn't leave well enough alone, could he? You know why there's not a Rock Classic or Stone Cold Classic? Because they're big enough stars to keep their egos in check. Cena will forever be known as the guy with a year-long retirement tour that ended with him smiling before tapping out to a sleeper. That makes him so insecure he'd rather have his name on a rather forgettable title and event than admit he is insecure. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blog who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace more than ever, and I'll see ya